Rundy. Rundy. Rundy, rundy, rundy. Did you find that uncomfortable to hear? I also used to cringe at that word, but now it makes me feel nothing. You see, men call me that every single day in my comments. It's just a word now. Earlier, it used to refer to workers and it became an insult, which is ridiculous because the insult should be on the man who's sleeping with workers and not on the workers themselves. But of course, there's no insult like that. Now, Randy isn't even referred to workers. It's used for any woman who has a voice. Any woman who looks like she's independent. Guess what? Rundis like you and me deserve respect even if you disagree with us. If we stop finding this word insulting, men will lose the power to use it as an insult. I no longer find this word insulting or hurtful. I'm a proud Rundi, so feel free to call me that. I don't mind. Rundi supremacy.
Okay, first let's talk a little bit about slurs and cuss words. But before that, let's talk about language and writing. I believe language and writing are some of the most powerful tools humans have ever created. Because of them, we are able to communicate more efficiently, pass information and knowledge across generations, and learn from the experiences of those who lived before us. Their experiences, whether actions that got our ancestors killed or actions that helped them survive, thrive, and build a strong foundation in this difficult world, have been preserved through language and writing. So I believe that language and writing can be considered some of the most powerful tools we possess. Second, different people across the globe have invented different languages and writing systems. This means that one language that helps you understand, communicate, and grasp ideas may not serve the same purpose for someone who speaks another language. There is also another interesting thing about language. Similar sounding words can exist across different languages but carry completely different meanings. This shows that language is essentially just a collection of sounds to which we have assigned meanings. In other words, it is not about the sound itself but the meaning we attach to that sound. That meaning and how we perceive it is what truly matters. This also means that slurs and curse words carry meaning depending on the language that assigns those meanings and how the people using that language intend to use them. So if you speak a certain language and certain words carry a particular meaning in that language, then those words are definitely going to leave an impression on you and have an effect on you. If certain words are meant to be derogatory and label someone in a negative way, then whether you choose to embrace or reject them does not change the intensity or the meaning those words carry, and people are still going to use them whenever it suits their convenience or intent. Now let's talk about the specific words he is trying to reclaim, the R word. To give some context, this word is used to refer to women who sleeps with multiple people in exchange for something, typically money. Over time, it has evolved and is now broadly used to label women who do not behave the way society expects them to behave in relationships with the opposite gender. The word is never used in a pleasant way, it is always derogatory and abusive. So I don't think embracing or reclaiming it is going to make you feel empowered. If it does, then that is subjective. But for most people, the word will still hit them with the same intensity and weight it carries. I also believe that if somebody uses this word against someone out of frustration, anger, or a biased and hateful way of viewing that person, then that person should be held accountable. You embracing the word is not going to empower you. It might actually give more power to the person using it. Instead, it is better to completely refuse to embrace the word. If it doesn't define you, then no matter who uses it, it will never define who you are. And I think that is real empowerment. That you can stand against something that does not represent you. This doesn't mean you have to fight verbally or physically, but when the word is thrown at you unnecessarily, you can simply stand up and say, "This doesn't define me. I'm not you are trying to label me as. It simply doesn't represent who I am. I know who I am. Remember, you don't have to accept everything that is thrown at you.